This is Rant Rave Repeat.
I thought it was Rave Rant Repeat.
What if we just rant about the names?
Triple R.
Yeah,
How hard it is to come up with names that are not copyrighted
True.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
are easy to say.
We had the worst time to... Well, actually, first let's introduce ourselves. I am Travis Snell of the GeekVerse podcast.
Dylan Musk, also of the GeekVerse podcast.
I'm Liam Grogan, and I assume I'm part of the GeekVerse podcast.
Well, no, you're part of the sister stations.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the dynamic duo.
So I am wrong.
But it's all under the same empire.
We're like
Okay, good.
exactly. We're like the First Order, and then there's like the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren. Like
So I'm Captain Phasma.
what?
I show up.
You just
you want a better role than
No,
that.
you expect big things, but I just don't deliver.
You just don't deliver. Anyways, to get back into that, to talk about names, that's what we've been trying to figure out. We've been trying to figure out anyone, like, I got a few comments here and there. If you have any ideas for, like, an intro for Rant Rave Repeat or a Rave Rant Repeat, whatever it's going to be, the Triple R podcast, let us know, because I've been trying to... Should we do something like someone says rant, someone says rave, and someone says repeat?
You know, that would have been perfect because there's three of us.
Let's try it. Rant,
Rave.
Repeat.
rant,
Rave.
Repeat.
rant.
Rave.
Repeat.
We got it. If there's five of us, I don't know what we'll ever do, but
Well, you
that's
do
what
do
we
a
got.
syllable. Ruh.
Ant. But okay, maybe that'll be our. We'll swing
cool.
it fine. We'll see.
If we have three people, it works. Nice.
Yeah, if not, five can just clap. You know. But
Rant,
that
rave, repeat.
before we get into some, you knew you just probably hurt so many people's ears. I'm gonna have to go back and edit that audio spike. But that's okay.
Just your ears then.
Yeah. Yeah, just mine. No, before we get into like some topics, I think that's one of the hardest things was picking the GeekVerse name.
Yeah.
And, like to be honest, like
Because the problem is there's not a lot of words that encompass like video games and movies and TV
Yeah.
shows, like an interest in all of that, right? There's
Yeah.
like you could say nerd.
Well,
But
man,
then the
and
reason-
speaking of Nerdist has like probably like the best
Yeah.
that's
like,
why
name
we.
for that empire is Nerdist.
That
like,
was one
it's
of the
everything.
main reasons why I'm like, we can't do anything with nerd. Here,
Mhm.
you're getting like inside the like studio.
So that
like,
took
the
out one of the
GeekVerse.
like four options because there's not a lot of words.
No.
that are
Yeah.
good for that.
And I was like geek, and I like geek. Like it's all right, but
It's better
geek's
than
still-
dweeb.
Yeah, it's better than a lot. Well, it's better, I hope we're not gonna be the.
I've
dweebverse.
grown to like it. At first, I was like, yeah, whatever, it's okay. But now,
The
you know,
Dweebverse, yeah, that'll be another spin-off
Dweeb
station of people that auditioned for these shows and we didn't accept them. So they
Is
get
my
the
voice
Dweebverse.
okay?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, you're lucky that it actually didn't spike, and I'm surprised. But no, that was one of the things of like I can't remember what else between nerd and geek. There's probably some other words, but it was very hard. And it was the same thing first. Like I said, this is totally like inside the actor's studio. Like I didn't really not like I liked the name out of what we could think of,
Yeah.
but either names we could think of were like all like it was taken. That was one thing. We had a couple that were taken, and then there was
first we were thinking like spoiler alert.
yeah. Well,
That's
no,
like
I think,
decent,
no.
but there's like a lot of things that use that name. Too.
Yeah, and then I think we had a couple good names, but then the names were always something that just were like just for movies or just for gaming, and we wanted people to know like, hey, you could come here for video games, you come here for movies, TV shows, comics, like anime, like it's a one-stop shop for like all your like geek news. But that's where like we can't come back to geek. I remember at first we were kind of like, oh, we don't really like the geek thing, but like we couldn't think of anything else that encompassed. I remember we would look like it would just be like good podcasts like generator title, and like nothing would come up. Like that was one of the most difficult things. And it's funny for this one, it was just kind of like Rant Rave Repeat. Like that's just like, oh, I like the alliteration and whatnot, and like the dynamic duo. We thought for the common one we didn't have that much like of a problem. We're doing a debate show in the future, but that's probably might just be called something debate. like to be honest, like it's gonna be pretty easy. Like
we'll think of something.
yeah, I feel like so far
Standoff.
why stand?
I
don't
like
know.
that's kind of
Okay, we just figured out here the stand. Why is it the standoff though?
because there's two people and they're dueling.
It's a
each other.
standoff.
Okay, well I think we
Instead
just
of like a Mexican
And then there's
standoff.
the judges or
be
like
a-
the spectators.
The geek
Yeah.
standoff. Yeah.
well, we don't need
like
no
that.
Geek Story and GeekVerse. Remember, we got that.
All right, so just the standoff.
Because anytime they go to GeekVerse, they find all these ones.
Okay.
But yeah,
Now
there
you could
go.
say we have like the GV podcast.
I should probably
it,
like
has,
that.
it has a nice.
I should look at the
acronym to it.
page.
You like the page.
I know, I liked it.
You
I should
should
look
look
at
at it
it.
more often.
Well,
A lot of
it
good
was,
stuff
it was
in
when you
there.
first started it, you invited me to like it. So I was like, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, I'll like it. You know, it's Travis' stuff. And then you invited me to do the podcast, and so I should probably look at it on
We
Facebook.
just like, as always, if you don't know, we'll plug it. We'll plug it right now, and then we'll go on the topics. GeekVerse podcast on Facebook at GeekVerse Cast.
Oh yeah.
We're always just have lots of constant news updates. definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm in a big competition with Taylor. He runs the Facebook page, and he's trying to get to 100. I'm at 72 at the time of this recording,
so you're doing
and he's
quite
at 44. So I'm 30 away. So if I can get to 100,
I think he has to work a bit harder, though. Like, it's... I think people are more inclined to follow a Twitter page than they are to like a Facebook page.
But yeah, it's always interesting how many... who do you think is going to win this contest?
Contest?
Yeah, who's going to get more likes?
Well, I mean, just for that reason, like, Travis is already up to 70-something or other.
How many likes do we have? We're at like 50-something, aren't we?
44.
Oh, well.
I always found
like, well, for you, do you use Twitter, Liam?
I have a Twitter account, and I don't think I've been on it in like 3 years.
Okay. Well, how about you, Travis? I've talked about how much.
Oh yeah.
You don't like it's hard for you to like a Facebook page, right?
I think the biggest
like even you're like exclusive to like who you can add as a friend on Facebook. Like you're
pretty much like yeah. Like
I feel honored.
Oh yeah, no, like I think I don't even. I might have 100 friends now, but I don't add too many people, and like, I don't take this as like don't take this as an insult. If anyone listens and they know me, I do have like I think like 10 to like 15 people that have requested me, and I just don't because like it's like honestly like we're not that good of friends. Like I usually don't add people just for like I know this person. Like I want to add a person because like okay, I want to see what they're doing in their life. Like it's so to me those people that I don't know well enough. That's person that like when I bump into I'm gonna be like oh hey what's been going on like that's person but like people that are friends or moved away like that's who I add so I didn't start using Facebook that much really until like a couple years ago but I'm all about Twitter I'm constantly
and
tweeting.
So on Twitter you probably just follow like tons of people
oh
right?
yeah I feel it's so easy because you just get a constant stream of news like it's just like or just tweets like funny it's always like I always find it's like it's changed a bit more now that more like young people are on it. Like it's kids and you'll get like some complaining posts. But the good thing is it's only 140 characters. Yeah. So like it's gonna be a short tweet, or if that person tweets like 5 things in a row, like talking about like why they hate the color black, like as the color, not the person. Like you can just mute that person, you know? Like it's just like it's so much like easier. I feel like that's why we do probably have more Twitter followers because it is so much easier just to click and you go by where Facebook, a whole post, a person's post will take up like a nice little block and it's like I don't like that many things on Facebook. I think I like 4 things. I think I still like Dexter, like I like WWE, I like a certain wrestler, I like some news like parts, but other than that, like I don't like that many things. So
I'm more on Facebook than Twitter. To be honest, Twitter, I just gave up. I did it to follow like some of my friends and comedians, and then I don't know. I just stopped using it and never went back to it. Yeah. And with Facebook, the reason I'm on is just for like for rugby and stuff. Right. Is we can go in like, hey, practice here. Hey, we got a game here. And it's not like you have to phone like everybody. Yeah, so it's just like, oh, hey, this is where my things are. This is what's happening this week. Cool. And other than that, I honestly don't use it. Besides my girlfriend tagging me in any video that she thinks that I would find amusing, which is fine. I do like them, but every time there's a cute dog thing, I find my name tagged on that, or a cat, or any animal that is adorable. So... Yeah,
that's what the Facebook comment sections are reduced to now.
Yeah, it's just tagging other people.
It's definitely that's all you see.
I've done it to you a couple times.
And Twitter is starting to shift that way. Like it's slowly, it's not as common, but it's definitely like you've seen a couple people. But I love Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. I feel like I keep up on people's life and then just find videos because it's just like either I'm like tagged or I tag someone else. Like I feel like Facebook is just like it's almost like. My age of like I don't know when I maybe did middle school, high school. It's almost like this age is of YouTube in a way because I feel like Facebook, you're on there and there's videos with all these different stuff, and it's just like
we never linked videos. We never linked like when I was in high school, middle school. We never linked.
Oh no, videos. But I just meant like with YouTube. I felt like it would always be like, oh, you're watching this. Where Facebook, I feel like I can get lost for hours just watching like stupid videos I'm gonna link to, or just like when you watch one video now, if you're on like. I think your phone will bring you down to a video that you might like too, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna watch this now and watch this. Like, it's pretty funny. We're also, as always, joined by my dog on these Rant Rave repeats because most of the time we do this at my house, and he's just kind of scoping around. He's pretty much like the Tasmanian devil for anyone that doesn't know. So if you ever hear me like veer off in conversation, that's me chasing my dog. But anyways,
he's got one of our shoes or. Oh, he's kind of like Pinky in the Brain. He always finds a new way to do stuff.
He's about to find a chip bag from Christmas that I just hid under the couch. It's fine. It's empty.
You put it there on purpose?
As for like, I'm done. I need to put it somewhere.
And that's what the garbage is for, man.
And now, I was lazy. I did a lot during Christmas. I can't remember, but like we just watched like a lot of stuff. But that's okay if he gets that. So, anyways, that Twitter versus Facebook, that was like an impromptu rant, rave, repeat.
Anyway, I'm on your side for the standoff here. I think you got Taylor beat.
Yeah,
I think they'll get
I'll talk to
100
some
first.
people, get them to like it, see if we can even this up.
We'll get them to listen, and then they'll just be addicted. You know, that's what I've always said to people, that like all you need is one listen. I was even like, I have one of my like girlfriend's friend listened to it. Like he listens to it now, and then it was her mom's like colleague that's just a younger guy listens to, like, says he listened to it. So it's one of those things, like, you listen to it and like I hope you like it. That's why we have shows like this now too, like,
and you guys do a very good job on social media. Taylor's always posting
yeah, like I try to. I'm not saying Taylor. Yeah, I do. Taylor
Travis
tries.
puts a lot of polls. Those are fun.
Yeah, I haven't actually this week, ever since Christmas, I'm really bad. Also, we're recording this right after Christmas. I haven't done many. There hasn't been much to poll.
Yeah.
I felt like a few weeks ago there was all these like trailers and this and that.
Yeah.
Like,
it was about a week where we had like 3 big trailers: Independence Day, the new Star Trek,
and Fantastic Beasts. Which,
yeah.
Did you see the Fantastic Beasts trailer or
No.
teaser? It's like it's only like a minute and 5 seconds.
I feel like it didn't show enough to get me excited.
No, but the Facebook or the Twitter
when is
polls
it slotted to come out?
next year, right?
Yeah,
next year. I think like Christmas time. I think or holiday.
I think it's supposed to be going to like I guess contest with Star Wars Rogue One. So about that time.
Okay. Oh. But no, on the Twitter polls, that one won. Everyone's really excited for that. There was a couple because I thought like this didn't look that good, but
I've never been a big Harry Potter guy.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like you've said yourself, Travis, you're not huge into Harry Potter. I think
that's
you have
true.
to be to really.
But
be
I
excited,
wonder if people,
because it's not like to do with any of the characters.
But I didn't ask, "Are you
excited?"
excited?" I asked, "What did you think about this trailer?" And it was a good, and I feel like it was
yeah,
a lot
but
of people's
excitement.
bias. Yeah, that's why. I don't.
There's a lot of bias.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, see, I just think it like, I mean, there's 2 kind of veins of trailers that we're getting. Some that don't show enough, and then some like the Batman and Superman that show way too much.
Yeah,
I
get
thought,
you
I thought Star Wars was perfect.
Yeah,
right down the middle.
Star Wars
it showed enough that you're like, there's stormtroopers, there's everything that we want to see them, we want to love. But I before going into it, I had no idea.
No.
I mean, even they had a couple, I guess, red herrings with Finn and the lightsaber. You always
spoilers.
Like, hey. Yeah. Well, you see that in the trailer, and you think, oh, he's going to be the main big Jedi guy.
Yeah.
Spoilers, he's not.
This will come out months after Star Wars, so
if
you should have seen it.
If you
by
haven't
now.
seen it by now, come on.
This will come out February.
Hit
That
the
gives you
pause
2
button.
months.
Go watch it.
It just gets to a point too, because like the Batman vs Superman, they were doing well until that last trailer, right?
Yeah,
for me at least. And then,
when they had that one little teaser where like Superman goes down in that tunnel, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. DC's in the game now.
Yeah.
But nope.
No, they're not. Well, we'll see. The movie still comes out. The movie
true.
will be good, but it definitely like I on Twitter and all
I just feel like we already know what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, and that takes the excitement out of it.
Star Wars is like, hey, what is gonna happen to every single one of these characters?
Yeah. And that's the one thing that is good with Twitter. Talking about Twitter, there is a lot of people that still defend it and really like it, but I've yet to personally bump into someone that's seen that trailer that says they're over excited. They might say they're still excited, but they didn't like the trailer.
There's also some people that say the Phantom Menace was a good film, and they're wrong. It wasn't a good trailer.
It is tough. Like, it is kind of like, and it's hard. It is so funny when you feel like you're living in a different reality, because, you know what, if you like the prequels, more power to you, but it's just, especially because we watched them all 6 together when we did our commentary tracks, and it was one of these things where it's just, those prequels, I really felt like this should be the last time I need to watch them for a while. There was nothing I could go back to, like, nothing I really enjoyed, and it's just one of these things. That's what I mean. Like, I guess it's like you're living in a different reality, because I know people, like just people on Twitter, and like we talked about offcast. There's like, there's movie fights and Screen Junkies. Me and Liam are big fan of that. There was a guy on there just talking about how like he thought the prequels were better than Force Awakens, you know. And it's so hard for me to like.
And he's wrong.
But for us, he's wrong. But that's what I mean. There's a whole group of people. And same on Tweet. I guess maybe it's people that grew up with the prequels, but and he was older though too. It's so hard for me to imagine.
Phantom Menace was my first Star Wars.
Yeah, I liked it back then, but I felt like as I've gotten older, once you kind of know, you're kind of like, okay, like.
Well, like you could say, hey, what is the best Star Wars? And that's cool if you really like those. But as films, they're not good films.
No, they're really not. I've talked about this before, but I didn't actually see them for like a few years, like any of the Star Wars, until recently, because the new one's coming out and wanted to get hyped. And yeah, they just weren't. No, they weren't the childhood magic that they were.
No, you look at it and like there's terrible dialogue. The one thing, I know we talk about it all the time, the things that ruin movies more than anything is exposition, of them explaining what they're doing.
No, we talk about it, but that's you. I agree it has a place.
It does have a place. Okay, no, if it's done properly, that's fine. But if it has a line such as, what does Anakin say in the third one? From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Yeah.
Like, okay, who wrote this? Like,
It's George Lucas.
Yeah, well, he did a terrible job. So.
It's just it's a combination of that and Hayden Christensen. Like, it just makes those lines like so cheesy and.
I think Hayden Christensen gets a lot of hate. I think he did the best with what he could. Like, Ewan McGregor's a phenomenal actor, and
fair,
he did not look good. Same with Natalie Portman. Sam Jackson was okay in that movie, and he's great. So, it's just they're just and I didn't notice it until you brought this up. But all the transitions between scenes look like somebody did it on PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Well, they brought that up, but I told you, because I kind of forgot about that. Like, it's so funny. Like, there's stuff that, like, I feel like, I guess, like, I want to be a filmmaker one day, but there's stuff like that, like, I'm mad that I don't catch up on. Maybe it's just because I'm more of a writing guy instead of, like, a shot guy. Yeah. And, like I kind of thought about, but then once they brought it up when we're watching, and, like, now, like, it stands. I'm sure I've seen it before, and I've heard it before, but I kind of just forgot about it. And it's just like, it's one shot after another after another. And that's why I did it in our, like, we did that.
Our joke video?
Yeah, our joke video. I just made every cut, because that's what it is like in those movies. But what I was going to bring up, because once again, we'll likely talk about this on the GeekVerse cast, because we haven't done news in a while. So by the time this airs, we would have talked about it a bit. But I was reading an article today that Leonardo turned down the role of Anakin Skywalker.
Well, good. That was a genius move.
It was, but imagine, I think that would have been really good.
No, see, I think he's too good for that. Like, he's more of like.
But that's what we needed in that movie. But that's it. Okay, Hayden Christensen.
I don't think he's the type of actor for that. Like, you look at some of the movies that he's been in, like.
Yeah, I don't know if that fits.
I think he's more kind of like look at The Revenant. It's a little bit more art house. Like, he's got, like, the thinking man's film.
But this was back in 2002, though.
But so he had just done the Titanic was 99.
Yeah.
He'd already done Gilbert Grape. Like, he was already, like, established as a decent actor. Whereas you need somebody kind of like Chris Evans, who's a good actor, but can carry a franchise.
But I'm surprised he didn't do the whole, like, big box office movie. He still hasn't really done that yet. Leo hasn't done, like, a big, like, action / superhero movie, right?
It's not his style.
No,
that's why I turned it down.
I just thought that acting-wise, it would have been good.
I would have liked to see it, but I mean,
he still would have had to say those lines, right?
Yeah, like just imagine. Like,
there's only so many ways you can say them.
Where he has that, like, anger and rage. Just imagine him yelling, "From my point of view, the Jedi are wrong."
I felt like it would have been a little better, but. Anyways,
I don't know. Those are.
See, this is one of my favorite things about, like, this podcast that we do, because we do have things we plan to talk about, but it just goes on and off. Like, that's what it is great. It's just like a random one. I'll start off with this is something I wanted to rant about today. We usually try to figure out stuff. We talk about funny news stories, whatnot. I wanted to rant about orangutans. Or sorry, I wanted to rave about orangutans. I didn't want to rant.
I was like, do you have anything negative to say about orangutans?
No, and that's why I wanted to rave about them. Because
first of all, is it orangutan or is it like an orangutan? Because they don't. There's not actually a G on the end of the word.
I say orangutan.
I feel like a lot of people do, but is that actually how it's
I think it's just how it's pronounced.
I have a hard enough time just trying to spell that word.
It's not.
It's
it's
true.
Like, almost like just orange.
It's like orangutan, giraffe, and Wednesday.
It's not that hard to spell.
Is it orange? I thought it was like R-U. And
no,
it's like
it's like orange though.
Yeah, it's O-R-A-N-G. Orang. O-T-A-U-N.
No, it's not. It's not orang-o-tang. I don't think.
Why don't we just look it up?
I think there's an A. I think it's an A after the orange.
Oh.
Anyway, so what now I'm excited to see what
it's
Travis.
A U actually.
Oh right, yes it is.
It's orange minus the E, U-tan, Orangutan,
yeah,
orangutan.
Without the G, yeah, no G.
No, but it's pronounced. But it's pronounced with the G.
It is okay.
Yeah. Well, but it's also spelt with a G as well.
There's different spellings, kind of like baloney.
There's different spellings for baloney?
I don't know. I think there might be. Anyway, we're not talking about baloney. We're talking about orangutans.
Anyways, the reason
tastes similar.
Why? What do you want to rant about with orangutans?
I don't know. It's just in general, I like monkeys, and like
And you feel like they don't
you picked
fit?
an ape?
What? That whole clan, like gorillas, monkeys, the whole.
So are we in that clan?
We're
pretty close.
Well, whatever. The whole group of those, the monkeys, apes, gorillas, everything
primates?
like that. Yeah, primates, exactly. And yeah, for me, like, I don't know. It's just because I was trying to convince Emily to get one. She'll never want one. And like, I know it's not.
You want a pet
feasible.
orangutan?
Hang on.
I don't think you do.
What? No, I do because.
But I feel like you.
No, but is that what you're aiming for? Is that you would like to have a pet orangutan?
That's kind of part of the conversation. Is I'd want to have a monkey, like any monkey in general. Also, I know there's risks, but like a couple of people own them. I feel like because she always brings up like, oh yeah, they throw like poo against the walls and whatnot, but it's like, I don't know, they can also fly a NASA like spacecraft, so I feel like they're trainable. And like, I don't know, with an orangutan, there's just something about them where I watch videos and I see them, it's just like, they're just awesome. And like I saw one, like I have a dog, obviously I just talked about, and like one where like a dog is like his best friend, and it's just like...
Your dog would fuck an orangutan up.
I don't think... Well, I gotta wait till he's a little older, but still, like, taking that out and making sure the orangutan was friendly, I don't know. And that's why I just wanted to come to this. If you could pick one animal that was, like, purely, like, you know they're gonna be okay. They're not gonna kill you, like I said.
Oh,
like,
so if your dream pet.
Yeah,
Okay.
like, for me it's still a dog, but then second is a monkey, and that's where I picked the orangutan. Because they're just so big, they're orange, especially when they're, like, younger, they're so cute.
But
like,
they get pretty big, though.
What? But that'd
Don't
be
they?
fine. That'd
Yeah,
be
no,
fine.
they are. They're not. Like, they're about 4.5 to 5 feet tall. If I'm mistaken, I watch a lot of Planet.
They got a
Eventually,
big arm span, too.
I think
Yeah.
they but he just sounds awesome.
Big face.
He sounds awesome. I just want to play with him and like.
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
actually kind of fun.
Are you looking at images right now?
No, I'm just looking at
You
like,
could-
how big they actually get to see how feasible this could be.
Yeah, I think they can learn sign language, too.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
So
there's
you could communicate.
Yeah,
There-
well, Planet of the Apes, they were the teachers.
yeah. Well, and there
Okay,
was
movie, but...
Oh, sorry, was that not a documentary? Does Marky Mark not believe that happened?
What was I gonna say? There is that ape now. You might know that there was an ape with Robin Williams. I can't remember her name, but she could sign a lot.
Oh, it's Coco the gorilla.
Yeah, well, she could sign a lot, and then I saw a report
She's
about
smart.
6 months ago that she like developed some sort of like vocal cords and whatnot, and was like breathing and making noises like a monkey had never made before.
Okay.
Like doing like well, that's probably a sound, but like they're doing like
they can
some-
definitely replicate like some noises, but they don't quite have the vocal cords that humans do to make.
Okay, so
Like
I
basic
just
words.
looked it up. A male orangutan can be 4.5 feet tall, but it has a 6.6 feet wingspan. So that's a big wingspan.
That's a big hug.
That is a big hug. I was
wrap
thinking
around
more
you 2 or 3
importantly,
times?
like I'm not a tall guy, but he could get stuff at the top cupboards, and I wouldn't have to get my step stool. So that's. Now,
I just
now
want
we're
him for
talking
pet
here.
reasons. I just thought about him like.
Oh yeah, I guess I naturally turn him into a slave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
like
I
that's the
saw
thing.
him
You're gonna he's gonna want you to do things for him. He's like, I'm the pet here, you know.
I just thought about him at Thanksgiving and just like while he's sitting at the table because it came up like around Thanksgiving time. I just thought about him like serving turkey and then like eating with us and just him like oh like laughing kind of like.
Yeah,
There's just something about them. Like I guess I'm very much in like a cartoony way, but
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Is there any pet
That would be
you
fun,
guys
actually.
would want? Like that's a wild animal that you thought.
When I was younger, I thought having a squirrel would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But then I
could see
realized
that.
that squirrels are kind of assholes, so that probably wouldn't be so great. But that was when I was younger. I don't know. What do you got?
I always wanted a sloth. Like me and.
Oh my god! I
Man.
can respect a squirrel, but a sloth?
A sloth? Are you
He's
serious?
just gonna sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, the best pet ever.
Oh,
You
no.
gotta feed them like okay. First of all,
They
I think
have
they're adorable.
pretty vulgar claws, though. Let me tell you.
Oh man, have you ever seen a sloth do anything? It's hilarious. Like there's nothing about that animal that I don't find funny.
Is that
Like,
why you laugh so much at that Disney Zootopia preview?
that is exactly why I laughed
There's a
so
new
hard
Disney
at that
movie coming on. It's like about like Zootopia. It's pretty much like if animals were humans and like there's a sloth in it.
And he's
when
running
we,
the DMV, and like it's that I love sloth. Like
we
there's-
saw Star Wars for a second time, and he was just like bawling at this like, and I thought the sloth was funny too, but not that funny. But
Like, now there's this one gif of a sloth who's sitting in a hammock, and he's looking away, and then the camera zooms in on his face, and he turns to see it, and he's just got like this, like they have like a creepy like kind of pedophile-ish like smile to
Okay,
him.
I actually
like,
no, that makes sense.
you're right. And,
When I think of a sloth, I think that's pretty accurate. They
and they
actually
have
are
that
kind
little
of
bowl
weird.
cut, and you just like see him. Like imagine like you're sitting on the couch watching a movie, and he's just sitting there, and he's just like looking over at you. Like, I would get endless amusement from that. I would love a sloth.
You probably wouldn't have to feed him very often. They
No.
probably don't eat anything because
Well,
they
don't move that
expend
much.
any energy. Yeah.
Yeah, like hey, what do you? Oh, I gotta go out for a couple days. Oh, it's not a big deal. Just put him on this tree. You're good.
wow.
And have you ever seen a sloth like walk?
No, because
oh
I
my
just
god,
sit
they're
around.
they're so there's.
I don't know
nothing-
if I've just seen them like
Yeah,
moving
they-
to trees. I think.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
watching it walk is one of the funniest.
What
things
is it
ever.
like? They're not on 2 legs, obviously.
It's like a weird army crawl, but if like you were doing an army crawl while you were super stoned, like there's oh my god,
Okay.
it's just and they can swim like
Oh really? I don't.
yeah.
do they die? Can they survive?
Yeah, they do die. They do die eventually.
No, but like in the water. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, as long as
I wouldn't think they would float very well, but
no, they just
excellent.
Never held one.
It's funny. They just sit and dog paddle. Like they're just phenomenal.
Anyways, before he finds that video, why so much of Squirrel? Like, do you want more for a pet thing, or
no?
It's gonna be
like I said, this was when I was
thing?
younger. I just thought it'd be cool to have like this little thing. You know, he could just chill on my
shoulder.
Yeah.
That's how they walk. It's just a picture, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
and
it's kind of like
so. It is like an arm crawl for you viewers.
It's kind of like every step is their last.
Yeah, and it's oh my gosh, it's just but or just with something with thumbs, I think would be fun.
Something
so you could hold things like
a monkey.
Yeah, I don't know.
An orangutan.
Orangutan, yeah.
So
to be exact.
Actually, have you ever heard of a slow loris?
No.
Oh, I have. Yeah,
they're on like the illegal pet trade. So I don't recommend getting one.
Right.
Well, we don't recommend any of these animals.
They're absolutely adorable.
No, definitely don't get a squirrel. That would be awful.
Yeah, well, so a slow loris kind of looks like King Julian from Madagascar,
yeah.
but they have their little hands and they take things and just and they I don't know, just something with thumbs, so I could give him stuff.
So you need some with thumbs. All right. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I want for a pet.
Yeah. And squirrel here.
I'll go with squirrel.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Like a tame squirrel, because obviously if it wasn't tame,
in this scenario we can actually
that's what we said. They get to
animals.
be as like tame as possible. They could even speak maybe if we wanted to, but like
some squirrels can fly. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
they
have different stats.
They have different stats.
Upgrade. Yeah. Okay, well,
give them adamantium teeth.
And they're absolutely cute. Those tails.
They are cute.
Let us know about any pets you may like. Does anyone have anything to rave about before we move on to the rant section?
No, because it's Christmas, so I'm not in a great mood.
Why?
I hate the consumerism around Christmas, so that'll be my last rant. So I know you guys worked at Best Buy for a while, so I worked at the mall.
I worked at Target.
Oh, you were at Target. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Okay, well, you worked at Best Buy for a while.
Oh, wait, we didn't even do the whole, we didn't, already second episode in, we didn't even do the whole, how we all met thing. That was always my plan.
Well, you did that before.
Yeah, but with me and him, but you and I, we never talked about that. We never talked about it on GeekVerse.
Have we? Okay.
No.
We haven't
Dylan and Liam met through me, so
yes.
That's an easy story, but Dylan and I, which we're talking about Target, that's how we met. I was at Best Buy, I moved to Target, and then I worked there for a while, and I don't know, do you think it was the night we all went laser tagging?
It was because to that point, I don't think we had really said anything, and so when we went laser tagging, it was when Target was already closing, so everyone was like, "Oh, let's hang out."
It was like a celebration,
and then after laser tag,
I think you offered me a ride home with
because you live conveniently 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
And then we were just talking the whole time, and then we just became pals.
Yeah, which like I said, this might hurt my character, but it seems like a reoccurring thing that I don't talk to the person for months, and then but I'm sure somebody will go on that I was friendly with, but I think it was laser tag. We got right, and then we just started talking, and then we had the group chat because obviously the group chat with Kirkland and Taylor and Jessica, and then we started talking a lot, and then we just kind of. Taylor was kind of the first one to not bring up the podcast per se, but bring up something. He was talking
to do a show
YouTube
for
video or something
E3, right?
Yeah, because we just spent the whole day in the group chat. It was just I remember I think Jessica was on vacation or she was somewhere. Was it when she went to Japan or somewhere else? And I think she was man, I just checked my phone. It was 1,000 and somewhat messages. This is ridiculous. Because we were just going ham. And then I thought oh man, it'd be great. We talk about this all the time, and that's kind of how it started. Was kind of the origins. Was just the origins of all of this was just we should do something, and then here we are months later and whatnot. And I'm excited for when we get to actual E3 because that's what kind of inspired us.
Yeah, that was that was the initial spark.
Let's hope there's some actual good news and we're not just
this last E3 was really good, so
it was.
Yeah, that's why we wanted to do it. That's why I hope that it should be good. But I think this next
Nintendo,
E3
we'll probably get some sweet Nintendo stuff.
I was gonna say that's the big thing. They're supposed to unveil their new console. So
yeah, I personally think they need to do something because I love Nintendo.
No. Everyone thinks they need to do something. I don't think there's
Well, do you have a Wii U?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before that on GeekVerse we're very critical of Nintendo and the moves they do, but we're Nintendo.
We all grew up with it.
Yeah, and that's the same way if someone came to me and said you had to pick one brand for the rest of your life, it'd be tough because I'd probably still pick Nintendo for that nostalgia.
I'd pick Sony. Not even a question.
I love Sony Next, but like I love my Marios, I love my Samuses, I love Link.
As much as I love those, they've done nothing in the last, like not since the GameCube that I've been like, oh, this is good.
But I'm saying
we're talking about
from
like
start to finish. Like if they said to Wizard came down and said right now you can only pick the brand from there to there, that's I'd pick Nintendo because it's like, you know, which could be true soon because Nintendo, if this console doesn't go away, it could be out of business. So it's like this next console does have to be really good. Like those are the rumors that like they did lose a lot of money in the Wii U. Like I can't remember what it is, but like I think it was, like you look at by the time of this recording in December 2015, like the Xbox One is already above 10 million.
Is it really?
Yeah, and the PS4 is at 35 million, where the Wii U is, that's 2 years, and that's whole life cycle of the Wii U, 10 million. Just hit 10 million, like, not too long
ago. And it came out, like, at least a year or two before.
It was, like, 2012 or something like that. Like, it was a good minute before they... so
Sony's really kicking Microsoft's butt.
Yeah, right now they are.
Well, the thing you have to take into account, too, is the 3DS, because the 3DS is doing really well.
Yeah, for Nintendo.
That is true.
That sells them buckets of money.
Their handhelds have always been... really, that actually kind of pissed me off though. Like I bought a DS.
That they're doing well.
No, because I bought a DS and like I had been out of the handheld game for a while and like for some reason I normally always do this, but I didn't check to see if they had a new console coming out, and so I was like, oh okay, I'll just buy a Nintendo DS, and then so I could play Pokemon and Mario and stuff, and then like a month and a half later they come out with 3DS and I'm like, God.
See, folks, and that's why you listen to this podcast, because we will inform you. That's stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's very important, which is fine. Like, I still use it. I play my Pokemon on it on road trips, and I have a good time.
Yeah.
So, but...
No, they definitely got that down forever. But the only thing is going to be tough, which obviously they've already made deals, but the only thing that I think will take away from that is iPhones and phone games and whatnot, because I feel like that is a big...
Yeah, but people have been saying that for a while, and it really hasn't taken off.
But I think it's going to happen soon, because like Nintendo, they made a deal, they're going to make them games, even though their first app game seems a little like, I don't know, remember it's kind of like some weird messenger with like amiibo, like not amiibos, with the
I'm failing to even remember what it was.
Yeah, like it's not that memorable, so it's not exactly what I had hoped when Nintendo, because I think that could be it, but because they need... I love Nintendo. That's the main point. It was like we're so critical, but we really want them to do well, and that's apparently their next console is supposed to be like stronger than the PS4 and the Xbox One. Like these are the rumors going around. Like, it's supposed to be like this mega, like really good console. There's rumors that it might have like this, like digital library of like all the games from like start to now, which I don't believe. But like if that was true from like Super Nintendo to like Wii U, I'd be like, man, like that's what I mean. Like, but there's all like this is like I think that's probably like. After Star Wars, I feel like that's GeekVerse's like next big like anticipated thing. We just want to know what this console is, because we talk about it so much. Yeah. I feel like every second podcast we're like predicting like what could they do, what could their lineup, because like there's all these rumors.
And then even like offcast, like it's just like a topic that we're all super interested in.
Yeah, and I feel like it was that way with the PS4 and Xbox when it was happening. Like because anytime there's a new console, it is like. I feel like that's the only time you kind of get to be like a kid on Christmas again, you know? Because even if you don't buy it, it's just kind of like that, oh, what could they be doing? Like it's just like, because you have nothing, it's like Christmas, you have no idea what's going to happen. We're Christmas now, you're like, oh, I made a list, I kind of know what my parents get me, I know my grandma will get me some clothes, like you kind of know the drill, but E3 and like same thing like
especially when you pick out your gifts before Christmas.
And like it's the same thing for like comic book fans, like anything that like you don't know about is it's great.
See, no, my only issue is like I was actually thinking of buying the Wii U because it is something that I love as gaming is co-op gaming.
Yeah,
I want to sit on the couch with my friends, girlfriend, whatever, and I just want to play games. Yeah, playing online's cool, whatever. You know, I can sit in my living room, Travis can sit in his, and we can play Star Wars Battlefront. That's awesome. But I miss doing those big game marathons.
Right.
You know, you get like a 6-pack of pop. You know, you order some pizzas, and you just sit there and you just play games all night. So I wanted to get the Wii U for that, but which. People could say like
I think it's pretty good for that at this point, but it wasn't for like the first couple of years it was out, and that was the problem. Like no one wanted it when it first came out.
Yeah,
and so the hype just died, and then eventually the Xbox One and
like the reason I think the Xbox One and PS4 are doing good is because what's the most important thing on any console? The games.
Yeah,
they had good games.
Yeah.
And Wii U does, but that's what Dylan pointed out. I felt like at the beginning they didn't. Now they have like a lot of quality games. Like I'm not sure if you've played it, but like Mario Maker is legit one of the best games.
I've heard it's really good. And
it's so good.
Splatoon, I played a bit of that.
Yeah, you have
and that one's that's a blast.
The newest Mario Kart's really good. Smash.
But then they have a couple of stinkers too.
Smash pisses me off. I'm really bad at it, so it's very frustrating because apparently everybody that owns it is super good. So I can't just like sit down and like learn it. I have to like. I'm like, I just want to play.
Dude,
but
there's so many tournaments now. Yeah. People are always watching tournaments, and know some of these advanced tricks.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it was good until I met him because he does tournaments and whatnot.
For
Really?
Melee.
Yeah, for Melee.
Oh, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
see, like I'm
it still
brutal at it.
transcends in other Smash games your skill. Like even on the Wii U one, it's tough to get a good win on you. Like you're like, I don't know, you're like I'm trying to think. You're
The
like
fundamentals transfer over.
You're like
but-
Superman of Smash in our friends group. It's like you can beat him, but there's only a few specific ways. Like anytime he wants to turn items off, I'm like no, because I know I'm not gonna beat him. But no, if I have no weapons, I'm a goner. Like there's no way. So that's why it's like Batman. See, I need some kryptonite. I need a baseball bat to beat Dylan.
It's like my friend. Every time we play like first person shooters, like he's just that good that's what he does. He sits on his computer and play video games all day, which I teach their own. But like when we play them in like Gears of War and stuff like that, like we could do 3-on-1 and he'd still win, even if he'd never played the game.
Yeah,
he just has that innate ability to do first person shooters incredibly well. And we don't know what it is. Like we'll literally be playing, and like you're sitting there, and you're like punch him in the thigh, try to get a kill, and he's like, oh nope, he's already like as you do it, headshot.
I can do that with wrestling games. That I can do. Even though Dylan beat me once, but was disqualified. It was a disqualification. I got disqualified. So we still got to have a rubber match.
Hey man, I'll take the W.
Nobody remembers the match, but they do
You
remember
take the
win.
double over in Smash, however you can get it.
That's true. Because he had a manager, and I guess in this newest game you're not allowed to hit the manager. So I was just like,
I did not manager.
to be honest, I was pretty like beating you up pretty good.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I had a good, like I was playing Undertaker, like I was on a roll,
okay.
and he was down, so the manager's there. I'm just gonna like screw you, manager. I punch him, and it's like, oh, winner, like whoever he was playing. I was like, this is baloney, like yeah, but
Yeah, so it's always funny. Like my games are RTS games. Like anything that involves strategy.
Nice.
Like
Cool.
I'm really good at those.
I love a few select. We've talked about on the GeekVerse. Did you ever play the Battle for Middle-earth game?
I have so many hours logged on that game. It's funny, like, so when I've recently moved, and I was going through all my stuff, and I actually have a book for all the strategies that I had for every race on every map. Like,
that's so cool.
I custom built a computer for that game. Like, I played the first Battle for Middle-earth, and I was like, this is, like, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings geek.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And then when they have, okay, we can build all the bases
That's
anywhere
so
you want.
fun.
You can build walls, which I've never had in an RTS game, and I've played almost every single, well, you could in Age of Empires, but you couldn't upgrade them with the towers and stuff, and it just worked so well, and it was so much fun, and, like, the balance in that game was retarded. Like, you could literally just max archers. Nobody can touch you. Nobody. You get one good hero, you're golden. But man, I love that game. Oh man. And then they shut down the server, so
Damn, that sucks.
yeah. But no, those I love those games. I've been playing a lot of Civ recently.
Nice. Do you want one?
5.
5?
Yeah.
I just got Beyond
No
Earth.
idea.
For
Oh, is
Christmas.
that good?
I like it. Yeah, it's still like the same game pretty much. It's pretty much just like a cosmetic difference as from
See, that's
what
what
I
I've
can tell
heard.
so far.
I'm waiting for like a Steam sale
Yeah.
in a year, and then to get all the DLC,
Right.
which is what I did with Civ 5.
Mm-hmm. But it's fun so far. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
good.
no, I love those because you can just kind of like turn it on and you can just play, and like I'll put on podcasts or movies or I don't know, like I'll be like paying attention to my girlfriend or something, and like I can just like we'll be like cooking dinner, but you can come back because it's turn based. Like,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not like
It doesn't
like, so like I go
progress
hang out with
without
her
you.
for a bit. Yeah, oh, I'll do this, and it's really fun. The only thing is, recently I haven't finished any games, but I've started a lot.
Right.
Because like, I don't know, it's always like, hey, I'm doing like a 16-player map and it's gonna be huge, and then I get halfway through and I'm like, oh my god, somebody needs to die soon, and I just get bored and then I don't finish it because I'm at like 1,000 hours on the game. So
It's hard to get to that point.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun, like getting your initial settlements.
yeah,
going,
but then it becomes like all like, oh, I gotta manage happiness and stupid Iroquois keep attacking me when they have no reason to, and I'm trying not to get the warlord penalty, and such is life.
Well, how we started talking about video games is you were gonna rant about consumerism.
Yeah, which is weird because I love video games so much. No, okay, so I spent 6 years in the mall working at clothing stores, and I
both have
hate
retail
it.
experience.
Yeah, like I hate it. I hate it so much. I folded piles of sweaters like for 12 hours on Boxing Day one year. I hate it because people come in. Oh, I want to see what an extra large looks like. It looks the exact same as the small that is on top of the pile, but no, do you want me to take it out for you? No, it's fine.
Is this a rant about shoppers though, or consumerism?
And then
Just let 'em-
just everything. And then they take the extra large and they flip it up, ruining the whole fucking pile, which I now have to refold again. Go, oh, that's fine. If they bought it, it wouldn't bother me. Because, hey, all right, just mention my name, whatever goes under my sales.
Yeah.
Okay. What other colors do you have? Let's see what they look like. They look the exact same as the one you just had in a different color. You can see right here. This is all I have. And then they ask stupid questions like,
oh yeah,
oh my god, this stupid question like, do you know where this is made? Like what factory? No, I make minimum wage. Yeah. No, I don't know where this is made. I got that
a lot with Best Buy and selling TVs. Like, oh, is this like a China TV? I'm like, sure.
Like, unless it bothers you, then it's not.
It's whatever TV.
Do you want it to be?
Yeah, because I can make it be.
And like, oh yeah, so and like this. I hate Christmas music. Because I worked in the mall for 6 years. Because on November 25th, they start playing Christmas carols at all the stores that I've worked at. That's when you get the Christmas CDs in. Now people said, oh, probably you're listening. You probably said, oh, I love Christmas carols. No, there's like 8 Christmas songs, and you have to listen to them till December 24th, be redone by everyone you can imagine. So you go through the day.
That's good though. You're getting a bunch of variety.
It's not, because you get the Frank Sinatra version of Baby It's Cold Outside, and then you get the shitty Boys to Men version.
That's good right there.
You know, once you hear that song 8 different times for 2 hours, and it's not even December yet, and you're like, okay, that's it. I can't take this anymore. And like by halfway through December, you're like, if I hear Christmas or I don't know, I just hate them all. All I can think of right now is Baby It's Cold Outside. If I hear that one more time, and I quite like that song, I'm gonna lose my mind. You get that, plus the shoppers, and then all the men that come in and say, like, oh, I didn't do any of my Christmas shopping. And then they're all rude, and you're like, hey, it's not my problem that you can't fucking figure this out beforehand. It's not like it's snuck up on you. It's Christmas. We've been playing the song since the 25th of November. You should have figured it out by now. When they come Boxing Day, people, like, oh, really, do you have anything else on sale? You're like, the whole store is on sale. Like, what more do you want from us? Like, we're giving you our lifeblood here. Just people are rude and shitty, and old people who come out of their stupid old people caves.
Not all old people.
No, but
this is Kelowna too, because Kelowna's I think like around 60%.
We have a lot of retirees.
Yeah, 40% of our actual income comes from pensions or like RRSPs. But yeah, I do some research for that for the university, but that's besides the point. But yeah, they come out of their little old people caves, and they come in and they go like, "Do you have Dickies?" No one has worn a Dickies since the '60s.
I disagree. I think there's probably some Dickie wearers out there.
If there's a Dickie wearer, comment. I know you don't exist. And then they'll ask for things. They're like, okay. Obviously, the big fashion right now is like fitted pants. Everything's fitted. Everybody wants it to be nice to the figure.
What classifies a fitted pant?
I mean, me and you are both wearing like skinny jeans right now, but
that's what they are.
Yeah, no, that's a skinny jean. So a fitted pant is like, okay, you remember the baggy pants?
Yes.
Like, so it's just not those. A regular pants you would get from like Costco that my dad
I wear like this. They're fitted to my ankle. They're not skinny.
Yeah, see those are a fitted pant. You know, it's just a nice thing. It's not baggy. It's not saggy. It looks nice and it forms the fit. It's just right. But yeah, and then they'll come in and and then they keep asking for these. Do you still sell baggy pants with the chains? No, it's not 1996 anymore. We don't sell those anymore. Do you have jean shorts in? No, we don't. And it's Christmas. Why are you looking for shorts?
But they're just because someone needs a good pair of shorts.
Yeah, and then so that you have people ruining all your piles. So people come in asking for shorts, and then you got Christmas music playing, and it's just a slow madness. And then we're like, we need to sell more because it's Christmas time. So then you got that pressure. Then you got all the stupid noise, and it's just anybody that's worked in retail hates the Christmas time. And then you have to work Christmas Eve. You probably have to work Boxing Day.
Hours are like extended.
Yeah, so you only really get to spend time with your family, which whether you like it or not, on December 25th, so Christmas. Yeah. That's the only day. And then you have to like fight with your coworkers to get Christmas Eve and then New Year's off, and the whole Boxing Week. It's not Boxing Day anymore. It's Boxing Week. Yeah. We got to deal with that stuff for a week. Yeah. And then by halfway through Boxing Week, at least the stores that I've worked in, they're not as obviously big as like Best Buy or Target or whatever. We've just run out of stuff. It just happens, because we're selling so much of everything. And then people are like, "Well, how come we don't have any sizes in?" Well, because you didn't come on Boxing Day. We had sizes, and now we don't. Give you that. And then you got to deal with all this stuff. And Christmas music is still playing the whole time. It's like, "Baby, it's cold outside," and I just want to. It's just, it bothers me to no end the Christmas season in the mall.
I didn't have that, and I don't think we had that at Target Christmas music.
Well, yeah, we didn't have music, so that was a plus.
Yeah, so...
See, that just... imagine every, like, shitty customer service story, but with, like, the 75 times that you've heard, Come Baby, Come Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they never play Michael Bublé's Christmas stuff, which is, I think, like, the best Christmas album to come out in recent memory. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But then people wanted music too, so it's like people are never satisfied in that environment, right?
No, that's true.
Did you have to deal with many people because you were back room at
I used my back room aficionado-ness. I don't know what I'm saying. I just hung out in the back room.
So
I was like, I gotta do stuff back here, and it was pretty crazy last year.
Yeah,
because
it's just
we were closing
it's
down
super
here.
busy. And
Yeah. Well, see, you had like, I guess it's a crazier different way. I will back that up. I do hate that. Like, I guess it is because we've worked in retail. We kind of get that other
We
side.
had like an extended Christmas because we were liquidating.
Yeah,
So
that's
there's
true. I
people
forgot
in
about
all
that.
the
Yeah,
time.
we were at Target in Canada.
yeah, that was bananas. I
Yeah,
remember going in there, and like I
It was
walked in a
bananas.
couple times, like, oh fuck this, walked right back out.
it was busy, and it was always people like, "Oh, you're so busy. Why are you closing?" It's like because no one's here most of the other time. And like,
Yeah, you should have been in here a month ago.
oh
you
yeah, I
selfish
said
prick.
that to them, and I told them this when we actually closed. Like I told a bunch of people, and Emily was my like voucher. Like when the day like. I started working at Best Buy, and then I came to Target probably I think like 2 or 3 months since you guys are open. And the day I walked in and got my job, I'm like, this place is not gonna last. Just because I remember a person that shall not be named, she was like, oh yeah, this is a super busy day. And I looked at her, I'm like, you don't know what busy is. Like, because
Oh,
Best
yeah.
Buy in the mall, like, but no, like, I'll give you that. Like, Boxing Day, like, it is one of these things that, I don't know, for people that haven't worked retail, just, you know, and I'm not saying all your people out there, but just give some thought when you do go shopping, because it is, it's, most of the people that you're dealing with don't have any of these decisions, you know, they don't know why, like...
Yeah, we make minimum wage to deal with your shit.
Yeah, well, maybe not shit, but, like, some people might not know, they might just be asking, but, like, when it's, like...
Oh yeah, well, I mean, 90% of the people are lovely, but it's just that one person who's not.
I'll
Just
disagree
ruins
with that. I'll say, like, 75 to 70%.
And lovely might be like,
yeah,
Oh, wait, that
generous.
being said, we also worked in very different stores too. So.
yeah, Best Buy, yeah, definitely
Yeah,
had that
true. My
My
sales
customer base
pressure.
is a lot different.
Definitely had that sales pressure and whatnot, but like, yeah, when there's stuff like, oh, we have a quantity of 5 TVs and they sell out, don't ask the question of like, why'd you only have 5 TVs? Like, that's the stuff I have a problem with, is like, and like you're saying with your like, oh, like, what does the extra large look like? Like, the little stuff that, just like, think a quick second before you ask, because like, I don't know why there's only 5 TVs at my store. Like, I don't like, and it's the same thing, like, yeah, with those big stuff back in the day when I was working there, like, if you're not there early in the morning, it's likely going to be gone, so you shouldn't just kind of bitch and moan, you know? I'm not that, I'm the complete person that, like, I'm not ever going to go sit in a line overnight, or like, cold on Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm never, like, that's not me. I know sometimes, if you do that, more power to you, but there's never, for me personally, been a sale or a deal, even if I really need, my laptop right now is like, it's on its last legs, like, I probably do need a new one, but I'm not gonna Christmas go and sit, you know, at 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. to get it, you know, and that, if you do that, that's great, but for me, it's like, I've never had that, but that's the thing, if you want those really good deals, the ones that are like, man, that's a really good deal,
there is going to be those people who are
yeah,
there
you have
at 2
to do
a.m.
that.
There is.
And that's why if you're not one of those people, you can't complain. It's the same way, like, Emily, my girlfriend, she went to, we got a new phone at Best Buy Boxing Day, we went out, and we didn't do that. We didn't go super early. She still got it, good for us, but it's like the same thing. If we got there and they didn't have it, we're not going to be like, whoa, what do you mean, my soul? It's like, we know we're taking the risk of like, hey, it may not be there, but we're going to sleep in and like shop at a normal time.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, to me, you can be disappointed, but don't question people, like, even managers, because they don't, like, they're not even making those decisions. It's people way higher up that decide, like, okay, there's going to be 10 of these phones, there's going to be 5 of these, and that's the type of stuff, you know, just to think about, like, when you're shopping, if you haven't worked retail, and if you haven't and you're young, definitely do it as a job, I'd say, for not your whole life.
Just like everybody's got to work in a restaurant once to realize your ranch dip is not that important.
Yeah, I can attest that after doing some serving. There's definitely some stuff where, like, and the same thing in retail. Now on Boxing Day, I'm super nice to every employee I deal with. And same thing now when I'm serving. Now there's so much stuff now that I've clued in, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, like, same thing, like, with me and people stacking their plates, I'm never gonna stack my plate again, because that would fucking piss me off, because they'd stack in the most inconvenient way.
Yeah, I hear that's not something I should do, so I don't do it anymore.
Don't do it. Yeah, and that I never knew that until I started serving, because they'll be like, oh yeah, fork there, fork there, fork, but it's like, because I have a certain way of, like, this plate has to go there, and I gotta bounce on this arm, and, like, I gotta do a certain way, but if they all put on one big thing, it's like, it doesn't work the same, like, so it's like, there's stuff like, but that's probably true with any job, but any, like, service job, like retail and, like, food.
Let them
like,
do it. We got our own way of doing it.
Yeah, so, like, but, no, I'll agree, that was a good rant.
But actually, just on any more positive side, a little special tip for you people. Everything that is on sale on Boxing Day has to be marked down on the 24th of December on Christmas Eve, because no one's going to come in on Christmas to mark anything down, so they finish it all on the 24th. Plus, I guarantee you they'll have all the signage for all their sales up on the 24th. So go on the 24th, you'll have all the sizes, none of the lines, because everyone will be at home, and you can get all the deals on Boxing Day without having to deal with all the other shit on Boxing Day.
Sometimes
for clothing stores.
Oh yeah, for clothing. Best Buy,
when you do, all you have to do is just like put like a new sign in for price, but they actually have to go and physically mark everything. Like I know at my stores.
Best Buy always did it during closing hours. So store would close, and then people would stay. Like someone on Boxing Day worked from 12 a.m. to like 6 a.m. like that day. Like it was Christmas dinner, and then go do that. So yeah, I'll agree. Like I don't know what job, but like Boxing Day is like one of the worst jobs in retail ever. Like it's just horrible. No one wants to be there. Like the customers are grouchy, the employees are grouchy, and then like you have like a few managers that are overly happy, and you hate them because you're like you're not a human. You can't be happy. Like
just join us in the trenches.
Because my whole thing was that sucked, but then it was also the whole like, especially for me, I always worked early, so it's like you can't stay up for Christmas dinner. Like you got to be like you got to eat, and then you're going right to bed, or you're gonna be dead tired. Like, So but obviously Christmas was past by the time this come out, but maybe keep these few things in mind for next Christmas when. Retail rolls around, and let me see how much time we got, and then maybe I'm not sure if we need to. No, we don't need to do a funny story.
We talked for like a minute at least before we. Yeah,
these are always these are the shorter ones. These are not our GeekVerse epically long 2.5 Star Wars review 3 hour. Like these are just a nice short, sweet. Well, does anyone want to say anything before we head off into the
#Save Hannibal?
Always,
I'm still on #Save Firefly. I mean, I'm a little old, I guess.
I think that might,
might be too late now.
You got a movie.
Yeah,
Hannibal
but I want more.
Movie?
But how many seasons did you get of Hannibal?
3.
Yeah, we got 1 season, and they didn't even air it.
How many episodes?
14.
Okay, that's fair.
But they got a movie.
You guys never seen Firefly?
What? I have.
Honestly, I feel like at this point it's just really overhyped. Maybe.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
For me,
I gotta
Freaks
finish
and
Hannibal.
Geeks. Yeah, I'm the same.
Freaks and Geeks. Oh,
have you seen
Freaks
it?
And Geeks.
Oh, I love
See,
that
on the
show.
reverse, it's been so overhyped. I'm like, I don't know if I should watch this.
Oh.
You should. You really should. Like it's. Well, it's funny. I felt the same way about Rick and Morty too. I just started watching that, and everybody talked about it.
That,
yeah, like everybody's like, it's the greatest show in the world, and I was like, okay. And like the first 10 minutes, I was like, and then it actually turned out really good. I was laughing my ass off by the end of it, and I love every episode. So
cool.
As long as you just give it that chance.
All you can do is try.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. It was Freaks and Geeks, at least.
Oh, yeah. No, it still is.
Nice.
Yeah. Because I watched an episode over Christmas.
I should probably give it a nice rewatch at some point, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in, wherever you are, day, night, wherever. We already give our plugs at the end, or at the beginning. Man, I'm all jumbled. So, anyways, have a good one.